Hello campers, welcome to Camp Lolly, where you learn about creating a little of your own heaven and sharing in a bit of mine. Well, the camper expansion has been paid off, and so today we are getting an upgrade, another expansion, and a new layout design. Let's go to OK Motors and get started. Giovanni says, "Congrats, pal! Your loan is paid in full." Hey, look who's back! What do you need? More room upstairs? Want to expand the second level? Of course, Lolly says. I would love to, yes please. Giovanni says, "You've got it, pal. Leave everything to us." Bip, Carlo, get over here. And we're off. Voila! The new expansion. Oh, it's so exciting, everyone. Giovanni says, "Ta-da! Your camper is now bigger than ever. Go nuts with the furniture, eh? All right, let's see what we've got here. Including materials, carry the 3, plus tax and labor. Your grand total comes to a whopping 200,000 bells. Just tap the in-game menu and pull up the loan app when you're ready to make a payment, okay?" Apple says, "Everyone's partying to celebrate spring. I've got way too many invites. I don't know where to go." Well, we are going in to the camper. And here we are upstairs in the bedroom, and in the design mode you can see that the outline has been increased. So I'm going to be moving things to see just what I can fit, what I need to take out. I'm going to be moving things rather quickly so that you can just take a look and see why I might be moving things in certain places. And I want to also tell you, if you see the guidelines and the grids, they are in squares. And those squares are guidelines and the parameters of where you can place your furniture and where you'll be able to move around more cleanly, or whether you are going to be placing your furniture and have more furniture in the location and not actually be able to move around as easily. See, some people have a preference of placing their furniture or their items just a certain way, and that does not necessarily permit them or somebody who is visiting, not an animal, but somebody who is visiting, it does not permit them to move about in each of the nooks and crannies. So that's one preference. And the preference that I usually like to design my locations, I like to leave it so that those squares, do you see the squares? That those squares are not invaded upon. So there's never a half square taken, because that full square is required in order to be able to move about cleanly, to be able to move about like with the screen that I have there. If I have the screen in half of the square, then I'm not going to be able to move into that bathroom stall area. You see that? So I will have to actually move that screen back so that there's enough of a square there. And you will see in the final design, when I'm walking around, you will be able to see just how I'm able to maneuver my way through the actual squares. So when you're doing your own design, try to look at the squares themselves, and if you are somebody who likes to do your designs where you can move about freely, then you're going to want to really focus on those squares not being invaded upon. So don't split the squares when you are designing your layouts. If you are somebody who likes just to have the furniture looking a certain way, you want to be able to fit whatever you want to in your areas, and it doesn't matter whether or not you or a friend who is visiting can move around more freely, then you can place the furniture however you wish, and that's not going to really matter, because the animals actually are still able to sit and lie down and play the instruments regardless of how you place the furniture and how you use the squares, whether you split the squares or whether you keep the squares pure. Hopefully that makes sense to you. I am placing other people's designs on my Instagram for those people who do give me permission to do so, because there are many who have a beautiful eye for design. So let's give a look here, and you will see I'm going around. I can sit, I can lie in the bed, but then when I come over to the stall here for the bathroom, you see I cannot get through. So I'm going to have to move that screen back again, and that is because I used that square, I split it, and I needed to not split it. So it's very important to make sure, as you can see, that you keep a clean square wherever you want to be walking, so that you have that clean path, and then you'll be able to open up doors, turn on faucets, you'll be able to open up the makeup kit. And I've decided to put the plant in the back because it just seems more pleasing to the eye. You see that? You see how the plant is in the back, and before the basket was kind of hidden, and I wanted it to be more open. And so you see how that space, I can open up the makeup kit. So there's just more space. And I think that that works out very well. Now, campers, it is your turn to go and try some of these design tips. And until our next adventure together, this is Lolly signing off. Ciao!